Welcome to Star Legacy. In this tutorial, we will be discussing getting started in Star Legacy, basic navigation skills, and landing on planets, or rather finding a planet. So here we are in Spawn Station. And that's cool and all, but we'll have to find a ship dealer who will give us a ship to ride on. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click on the ship dealer and you'll bring up this menu with all the ships that you can buy. I highly recommend that you buy the heavy shuttle, this one over here, because it has sticky pistons, which will be relevant in a later tutorial. But for now, we will just get this ship. Now we're in a spaceship, and that's cool and all, but we need to learn how to fly it. So if you don't have a control or a clock or a controller, what you're going to do is you're going to want to do kit controller. That will take 100 credits from your account and give you a clock. And you will use this to control your spaceship. You can hold shift and your spaceship will travel in the direction that you're looking. So right now I am moving forwards. I'm just holding shift and holding forwards. I can look backwards and move backwards. And I can move left and right by looking in their respective directions. You can also, excuse me, you can also move downwards and upwards by, again, looking downwards and upwards respectively. Diagonal movement is also supported, and you just have to look diagonally, basically. To turn the ship, what you're going to do is you're going to want to look at the sign. This sign, this is the helm sign, and it's basically kind of like a steering wheel for your ship. So if you left click it, you're going to turn left, and if you look at my navigation bar, I guess, on the right side of my screen, you'll see that every time I click left, I will turn left. Now we will cover cruise control. So cruising is a fast way to move your ship. Ship flying is great and all, but it's not great at moving you, getting you to places. So what you're going to do is you're going to right click the cruise control sign, and that will make your ship move a lot faster. You're going to cruise in the direction that you right click the sign. So if you right click the sign while looking diagonally, you will also cruise diagonally. You can also combine this with shift flying to make your movement even faster. Now we will cover finding a planet. So to do that, we will type in /map, excuse me, and it will provide you a link to the dynamic map that Star Legacy uses. So I already have the Dyne map up on my Google Chrome. So I know what I want to do is I want to head to a planet. The houses are planets, and I want to go to this planet, aight, because that's where my home is. So I'm going to cruise in the direction of aight. So if you can see my navigation bar, I'm headed south, and because I want to go south, because that's where aight is, and it will take a while to get there, probably a few minutes. There are faster ways to travel, but that will be covered in a later tutorial. So in the meantime, just sit back and do something else while your ship travels through space. Alright, so as you can see, I'm about to come up on aight, and I want to slow down because I want to, well, it's important for this tutorial. So to slow down, you're going to want to left click the cruise control sign, and there's aight right there. And my ship is slowing down, and it's stopped. Alright, so we're right next to aight, and before we enter aight, we're going to want to, I'm going to teach you how to leave your ship. So you can leave your ship while you're in space, but you have to make sure that you're wearing a spacesuit, which by default is chainmail armor. So if you don't have a spacesuit, just do kit space, and that will give you a spacesuit. However, you can only wear this. You can only do kit space every 3 hours, so you have to be careful about yeah, how many times you use it. So, oh yeah, so if you want to like leave the spaceship, you have to right click the ship computer, by default a jukebox, and that will basically sever your connection to the ship and will allow you to leave the ship. And now I'm in space, and I'm going to want to run into run into the planet basically. So that's how you enter a planet. You head straight into it, and you can see in chat I'm about the server has indicated that I want to land in Acor. And so now we're on Acor. We're near the height level, so you can head downwards by holding shift while looking downwards, and you can see this massive ocean that we're over. I'm going to head in the direction of my settlement, Dodixie. So we're just gonna use what we learned previously and cruise in that direction. Alright, so we've basically come up on Dodixie by now. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a place to land, and that will conclude this tutorial. So there's a landing pad right below me, and I want to land on that. So the landing pad is right under me, so I'm just going to hold shift and look down until I basically land on top of the landing pad. Alright, so I've basically landed. If you see on the bottom of my screen, there's an error message saying that I can't go any further because otherwise my ship will merge into the landing pad. So we're almost done. Make sure that you're not directly connecting other blocks, otherwise that could pose a bit of a problem later on. But now what we can do is we can release control of our ship, and that will allow us to leave the ship. So we can get over here. Make sure you don't park your ship too high off the ground. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a situation like this where you can't get on your ship. Unlike most Minecraft servers, this server does not have teleportation, so fair warning on that. Anyways, this concludes our Getting Started tutorial. In this tutorial, we learned how to fly our ship and find a planet to land on. So thank you all, and Quasadilla out.